welcome to the Joy of Gymnastics. I'm Coach Joy. If you've had trouble getting into your scorpion pose, then today's your lucky day because I'm going to help you get there. We're going to go through a series of poses that will help you reach your goal. So follow me. Let's go ahead and get into our mountain poses here. If you're new to gymnastics, this is kind of like a condensed down dog. We're really reaching to press our heels into the mat, tilting the pelvis so that it's up, kind of like a dog wagging its tail. And just stretch here for a moment. Take a breath. You can pedal out your feet if you're not really able to reach the ground just yet. And then now kind of stepping the feet out, we are going to take our right leg up into the air, opening the hip, bringing that right heel back towards our left bottom. So as you can see, my knee is still somewhat down. I'm not completely stacking my hips here because I really want this to be a front quad stretch and an outer hip stretch. So breathe in here, really stretch. Play around with your body, what feels good. If you need a deeper stretch, how do you need to move to get there? And exhale, we're going to swing that leg through. I want to try and get my shin parallel to the top of my mat. If you need to bring your heel a little bit closer, that's okay. Whatever is best for you, wherever you're at in your practice. And I'm tucking my toes back here. Eventually you want to untuck them, but I find this really helps to save my knees. My knees kind of, especially my left one there, gets a little wonky, and so it helps take the knee off. And then now I'm pressing my hips into my mat, trying to square off. I'm gonna reach those arms up nice and tall, pull in so you rise up, and then as we exhale, we're gonna lower down over. So again, I'm not leaning towards one side here. I really want a full hip stretch, keeping this foot flexed to protect my right knee, and just slowly sinking into this. You can kind of rock it out if you need to. Got to get used to kind of stretching those legs apart because it's almost like doing a standing split when we get into our full scorpion there. Then when you're ready, we're going to press our hands up. Now we're going to bring that left foot up by us if you can, reaching through to grab it. We want to pull it into our chest here. If you can, hook the elbow, taking a bind. If this is too much, just reach for what you can and pulling it inward. This will create a nice stretch on the top of your quad and that IT band. Really turning to rotate the chest out. And then slowly lowering down. We're not slingshotting. Tuck the toes, pressing the hands into the mat. We're lifting that back knee to create space for our other leg, pushing back into a three-legged mountain. If you can, go for a chaturanga with one leg up, bringing the foot down at your cobra. And then pressing back to our mountain. Next, we're gonna take that left leg up, again, keeping the knee slightly down, hips still somewhat in line with each other, so we can really reach that left heel to our right buttocks. And flex the foot, really feel this in your IT band and the top of that quad again. That's really what we're gonna be stretching to bring our foot up to our head. And then exhale, swinging that leg around. Again, working for parallel as much as you can. Scooting that knee back. You can keep it tucked if you want. Untuck it if that's comfortable. We're pulling in, we're twisting to lift up. And then we're exhaling, lowering the body down. Again, I'm not resting on that left leg. I really want to keep my weight over both hips. So we're stretching the outer left hip here. I have a lot of trouble on this side, so if one side is more tight than the other, spend more time on the side that is tighter. You really want to be able to open it up, kind of push it a little bit deeper, and then not so much on the good side. If you do practice gymnastics, you know that you generally practice on one side more so than the other, and that's okay. And then again, if you can, hooking that foot into your elbow or just holding onto it and pulling it in. We just want a nice stretch in the top of our quad here. If you're not here yet, just keep practicing this video. You'll get there in no time. We also have another back bend video before this one that you can go back to if you haven't checked it out yet. That'll help you in your scorpion pose. And then exhale, we're not slingshots, slowly lowering down, tucking the toes, plant the hands, lift the knee to create space, three-legged, and then slowly lowering down into that chaturanga, and exhaling back to your mountain. Then we are going to bend the knees, bring our right foot through our hands. From here, I'm going to step my hands just a little bit further in front of my toes. So we're going to lift that left leg up, keeping a slight bend in that right knee, and I'm going to press my chest down towards that leg and really pulling that left leg up and back to peel it open, standing splits. And this will help you with your balancing here. Then I'm going to inhale, slightly bend that knee, and try to press up into my warrior three. We're airplane here. And then exhale, slightly bend that knee, pressing back to your standing splits, really coming down as far as you can. If you're out here and your leg's only here, that's okay. Just keep working and pressing through, digging deeper. Inhale, squaring off those hips, pressing into that airplane, and then exhale, back to standing splits. Keeping those elbows nice and pulled in, bending that knee, standing splits, and from here I'm going to slightly bend that knee to stand back up. Coming to a good stance here, nice and stable. Bringing your weight into your right leg. We're going to reach thumbs down, fingers out to the left to hook our ankle, to bring our foot up and around, allowing the belly to drop, keeping the chest up. And exhale, slowly lowering down as much as you can. As you can see, my left side, I'm not as flexible or stable yet as I will be on my right. But if you practice gymnastics, you know that we practice more one side than we do the other. So then now, let's go ahead and try that one more time again. If you need to stand next to a wall, that's totally fine. However you can get there, if you have a strap or a towel you can wrap around your foot to better grip it, whatever you can do to help. And slowly lowering down if you can. Now we're going to exhale, folding forward, stepping back into our mountain, stretching out the heels here. Next, I'm going to bend the knees, bringing that left foot forward now, getting really strong and stable, taking my hands just a little bit more forward. I'm going to back up so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. And then when I'm ready, taking my leg up and over while I present my chest through my shoulders still, bringing them down. And again, really lifting that back leg up as much as you can, bending the knees, squaring off the hips, reaching up for our airplane, and exhale, slowly bending that knee to press up. We want to get used to having to balance on our foot while weight gets redistributed, because we want to be able to stay up there while we bring our foot closer to our head. And now there are so many ways that will help you get into your scorpion. I know I have other scorpion videos that you can go back to that will present different options. And exhaling one more time, really folding forward and reaching, and then back to our warrior. Ooh, and then standing back up, nice and tall. And shaking it out, letting the blood settle back down since it was reaching up towards our faces. And then when you're ready, coming back to that nice stable position. Anytime you fall out of it, come right back to your strong stance here. Taking that weight into your left leg now. Again, we're gonna reach for that ankle, thumb down, fingers to the right. Grabbing onto my wrist. Woohoo! And slowly lowering down if you can. All right, and then again, if you stumble, just come back to it. If you fall off the horse, you get right back on, putting that weight into your left foot. And exhale, slowly lowering down. So again, you want to be breathing the whole time, using your breath, focusing. If you're looking around all over the place, you're going to lose your balance. So you really want to stay focused. All right, great job. Now, if that's a lot on your back, you can do a simple forward fold. Just kind of stretch that out if you're done practicing your scorpions. If you're not, try not to stay in a forward fold for too long. Again, you want to keep everything stretched out and open for your poses. I really appreciate you guys hanging in there, and I hope that you're able to accomplish your scorpion after this. If not, no worries. Just keep coming back, keep practicing. Every time will get easier. Again, you can go back to any of the other scorpion videos that I've done or the back bend video that's prior to this. If you're wondering why I had a compression band on, this actually helps to stabilize my knee. I had an IT band injury, so that affects my knee and my hip. So this really helps to hold everything in, gives me a little bit more support so I don't wobble and fall. If you need something like that in your own body, they're super helpful. You can get them for your hands, for your ankle, for your hips, everything like that, you know, just so you can stay safe in your practice. But thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you.